Have you ever felt like you're doing everything right, yet your body just doesn't respond the way it used to? You eat well, you make sure to get enough protein, maybe even drink milk or hit the gym a few times a week. And still, when you look in the mirror, your arms seem a little smaller, your legs feel weaker, and when you stand up from the chair, your knees crack just a little louder than before. I've heard this story countless times over the past 30 years of practicing medicine. One of my patients, David, 67, once told me, "Doc, I'm eating more, I'm working out more, but somehow I feel weaker." And maybe, if you're listening right now, you felt that way too. Most people think that losing strength is just a normal part of aging, but I don't completely agree. The human body was not designed to fall apart after 50. The problem isn't the number of candles on your birthday cake. It's what's happening inside, especially with a crucial protein that few people truly understand: collagen. Let me help you imagine this. Think about the house you live in. The walls, the roof, the doors, they all depend on a strong framework to stay standing through wind and rain. Collagen is that framework for your body. It holds your muscles together, keeps your skin firm, your joints flexible, and your every movement steady and coordinated. When we're young, our bodies make plenty of collagen, but starting around age 25, that production slowly declines, quietly, invisibly. By the time you reach 60, you're only making about half as much collagen as you did at 20. And suddenly you realize, sitting too long makes your back ache. Walking upstairs makes your knees hurt. You're not weak, your framework is fading. That's when many people turn to bone broth, because it's been praised as the holy grail of collagen. I used to believe that too, until I began looking closely at the research and watching what really happened with my patients. And I discovered something few people talk about. Most bone broth contains very little usable collagen. A typical cup might only have 2 to 3 grams, while an older adult needs at least 15 grams a day to maintain strong, healthy muscles. I remember one patient, Carol, 72, a very active woman, came to me and said, "I've been drinking bone broth every morning for 6 months, and I still feel weaker. I don't understand why." When I ran her tests, I realized she wasn't lacking protein, she was lacking collagen. She had plenty of bricks, but no cement to hold them together. That's what happens to so many of us. You can eat lean meat, drink your protein shakes, but without enough collagen, your body can't assemble those amino acids into strong muscle fibers. It's like trying to build a house with bricks but no mortar. The first strong wind, and it all comes tumbling down. Interestingly, recent science has started paying closer attention to collagen's role in muscle strength, especially in people over 50. In one German study, older men who did resistance training and took collagen supplements gained twice as much muscle mass as those who trained without collagen. It shows us something important. The problem isn't that we're not trying hard enough. We're just missing a crucial piece of the puzzle. I often tell my patients, you can't just take care of your muscles. You have to take care of what holds your muscles together. Collagen is what keeps everything connected, from your muscles and tendons to your ligaments, skin, and blood vessels. When that foundation weakens, everything built on top begins to crumble. And yes, I know, when people hear the word collagen, they usually think about skin, wrinkles, beauty. But collagen isn't just about how you look. It's about how you move, feel, and live. Because when you lose muscle, you don't just lose strength. You lose independence. You lose the ability to walk long distances, to climb stairs, even to stand up without help. And that, for many of my patients, is the most frightening part of aging, when they can no longer trust their own body. Now, I'm not saying bone broth is useless. It's soothing, it's nourishing, and it can be a comforting part of your diet. But if you believe that 1 cup of bone broth a day will save your muscles, that's a dangerous illusion. Your body needs more than that. It needs collagen that's truly bioavailable, absorbable, and in the right amounts to rebuild what time has worn away. You see, aging itself is not the enemy. The lack of understanding about how your body works, that's the real enemy. So if you're in your 50s, 60s, or beyond, and you want to stay strong, flexible, confident, and alive in every step you take. It's time to understand collagen as deeply as you understand your own breath. Today, I want to share with you not only why bone broth alone isn't enough, but also where you can find the real sources of collagen. Simple, natural, and often right in your own kitchen, that can help reverse sarcopenia, the muscle loss that comes with age. Because you deserve to live in a body that feels powerful, not just to extend your years, but to enjoy every single one of them, fully and freely. Now, let's go a little deeper. If bone broth isn't enough, then where can we find the kind of collagen our bodies truly need? The kind that actually reaches our muscles, joints, and skin. I want you to picture this. Imagine trying to send a letter to someone you love, but you forget to put a stamp on it. You wrote the words, sealed the envelope, but it never gets delivered. That's exactly what happens when we consume collagen that our body can't properly absorb. The message, or in this case, the nutrients, never reaches the destination. That's where the story of fish skin collagen and egg membrane collagen begins. I first came across fish collagen about 10 years ago, when a group of Japanese researchers presented their findings at a medical conference in San Francisco. They showed that collagen from fish skin has a smaller molecular structure, meaning it's absorbed up to 1.5 times faster than collagen from beef or pork. At first, I was skeptical, but then I started recommending it to a few of my older patients, people who had struggled with joint stiffness and muscle loss despite eating well. One of them was Helen, 74. She was a retired teacher, a gentle soul who loved gardening. Her biggest frustration wasn't pain, it was weakness. "I just can't trust my legs anymore," she told me. "They don't hurt, they just feel gone." So I asked her to try marine collagen, about 10 grams a day, combined with light resistance exercise. 3 months later, she walked into my office with a bright smile. She told me she could kneel again in her garden, something she hadn't done in years. Now, I'm not saying fish collagen is magic, but what I saw in Helen, and later in many others, was remarkable. Their energy returned, not because of caffeine or supplements, but because their cells were finally rebuilding from within. You see, fish collagen works differently. Its smaller peptides are like finely cut keys that fit directly into the locks of your cells. They don't just float around your bloodstream. They signal your body to start producing more collagen on its own. And when that happens, your muscles regain elasticity, your joints regain stability, and even your skin begins to reflect that inner vitality. There's also something poetic about it, the idea that life from the sea can restore life within us. The ocean, after all, has always been a symbol of renewal, hasn't it? But let me tell you about another fascinating discovery, one that surprised even me: the collagen hidden in the thin membrane of an eggshell. Yes, that delicate, almost invisible film you see when you peel a boiled egg. Most of us throw it away without a thought, but that membrane is packed with collagen, elastin, and hyaluronic acid, the same substances your joints and skin rely on to stay flexible and resilient. A few years ago, researchers found that supplementing with natural eggshell membrane could reduce joint pain and stiffness within just 7 to 10 days. I remember reading that and thinking, how could something so fragile carry so much healing power? Then I met Mark, 69, a former carpenter who loved working with his hands. Years of labor had worn down his joints, especially in his knees. He had tried everything: glucosamine, chondroitin, turmeric, with little relief. I introduced him to a daily regimen that combined fish collagen and eggshell membrane extract. 6 weeks later, he told me something I'll never forget. He said, "Doc, I didn't realize how much I'd missed feeling steady on my feet. I thought that part of my life was just over." That's when it truly sank in for me. Collagen isn't about vanity. It's about vitality. It's about being able to rise from a chair without holding the armrest, to walk outside and feel the ground beneath your feet, steady, confident, alive. The combination of marine collagen and egg membrane collagen gives your body exactly what it needs: fast-absorbing peptides that feed the muscles, support the joints, and reawaken your body's own repair systems. It's like handing your body the blueprint it once had in its youth and saying, "Here, rebuild." And the beauty is, you don't need to change your entire diet. You don't need to chase trends or drink endless cups of broth. You just need to give your body what it's quietly been asking for all along, the right kind of collagen. Because when you do, something changes, not just in how you move, but in how you feel. The morning stiffness softens, the fatigue fades. You start to stand a little taller, breathe a little deeper, and realize that aging doesn't have to mean decline. It can mean renewal. You know, over the years, I've learned that health isn't just about adding years to your life. It's about adding life to your years. It's about waking up each morning and feeling that quiet strength inside you, the kind that lets you move with confidence, smile without effort, and live with purpose. When I talk about collagen, I'm not talking about chasing youth. I'm talking about preserving freedom. The freedom to walk to your garden without fear of falling. The freedom to lift your grandchild into your arms without pain. The freedom to keep doing the things that make you, you. Aging doesn't take that away. Losing connection with your body does. And the good news is, you can reconnect at any age. By giving your body the right kind of collagen, from fish skin, from egg membrane, you're not just feeding your muscles or your joints. You're reminding every cell that it still knows how to rebuild, how to heal, and how to thrive. I want you to think about this. Every single day, your body is quietly trying to repair itself. All it needs is your support, your patience, and your belief that it's still capable of renewal. Because it is. So if this message resonates with you, if you felt that quiet ache in your knees, that stiffness in your hands, or that longing to feel strong again, I want you to remember, it's not too late. Your body is still listening. If you found something meaningful in today's talk, I'd love for you to share this video with someone who might need it. Maybe it's a friend who's been feeling tired, or a parent who's struggling to stay active. Leave me a comment below. Tell me your story, your questions, or even your frustrations. I read every one of them. And if you'd like to keep learning how to stay strong, age gracefully, and feel alive in your own body, make sure to subscribe to this channel. Each week, I share simple, science-based insights to help you live longer and live better. Because in the end, it's not about reversing time. It's about reclaiming the strength that time can never take away. So take care of yourself, my friend. You have one body, and it's been waiting for you to believe in it again.